There's power in the name of Jesus.
Praise the Lord. Truly we give honor to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, to the presence of Mother Sanders, Elder Davenport, absent Sister Davenport, to all of the deacons, mothers, to the saints of the Most High, and to our family and our guests. We're truly grateful for every opportunity that the Lord has given us to assemble ourselves together.
Thank you, Jesus.
That expression is becoming more valid and more important as we move through the span of time, especially the current events, as He allows us to assemble ourselves together. There's still an allowance for us to be able to come together. Ushers, you may be seated. Thank the Lord Jesus Christ for the mind that each and every one of you have pressed your way.
Amen.
The current events that are going on, it is a press. It is a press that we want to fully be aware of and understand. We thank the Lord Jesus Christ for the mind and for all of His provision. I thank the Lord for Him just being a comforter, a deliverer,
Amen.
and a mind regulator.
Amen.
He is.
Yes, He is.
In these times, you need the Lord to settle all things,
Yes.
whether globally, locally, or individually.
Yeah.
We all are experiencing many things. The song that Sister Sawyer just sings is very, 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 very timely. The storms of life, when they are raging, and they're truly raging, all of us can testify to that. The whole world can testify to that. Piggybacking off the announcements, that we will pay attention to the events that are taking place with this coronavirus. We will pay attention to that, stay close to your phones and your emails and whatnot, so that we will be in contact with one another, or rather, we shall be sheltered in home and stay in place and whatnot. Because as this goes along, and if Jesus does not stop it, He has to stop it.
Amen.
Just like any outbreak
Yeah.
from the past, just think about it. You can go all the way back to smallpox and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, until the vaccine has been proven. Do we have that much time? No. If you've been keeping up on things that are going on, let you know that they're saying that it will take at least a year for them to go through the progressions of safety to be able to have a vaccine that's going to prove to counteract this. Well, you know that vaccines from certain diseases that have already hit the world, they're only there as to deal with symptoms. The progression of that disease has to take course, right?
Yes.
So it's the same thing now. The only problem is we don't have a clue, the world. But the people of God, we have a clue.
Oh, yeah.
We have the answer and the solution.
Yeah.
And His name is Jesus.
All right. All right.
If the world would just turn from their chemists, turn from their scientists, and seek the Lord.
Amen.
As Chronicles, 2 Chronicles and 7:14 says, He will heal the land.
Yeah.
He will heal the land.
Yeah.
Simple. But because we refuse, come on, you can see it. I ain't got to tell you. It's all on CNN, Dateline, World News, all of it. It's all over the place. They refuse to point their attention to the Lord. Now, other means of institutions or corporations are of necessity. You've heard some of the testimonies, you've heard some of the things on the news. But isn't it very strange that the church is no longer viewed as the place of necessity or shelter? Down through time, The church has always been a place of refuge. A house where people ran into to find shelter from the storms. Whether it was visible or physical. We have an understanding through Scripture, through what the Lord has given us, the understanding that those that trust in Him, all things are covered. Those that belong to Him, all things are covered. Now, the evil one, he's very clever in his disguises of how he works and does his stuff. You got to understand that if the church doors are shut, nobody's coming in. Just think about it. Nobody's going to come in. That part stops. That part stops. Nobody comes to the Lord. These places of worship were set up for us to be in the presence of our God, that souls may come in as a saving what? Station. Now shut the doors to the saving station. Where else you going to go? You can't even walk up in the hospital now. The grocery stores, on some levels, are exercising 10 at a time. But the grocery stores I went to yesterday, it was groves of people. Some had gloves on, some had masks on, some were just walking around. But those are places of necessity because it takes care of our physical well-being. But the one that takes care of body, soul, and spirit, the God of all creation, we refuse to turn to Him. He's the one that has the answer. Until He ceases and tells the storm, just like He was on the water in the boat, peace be still, it's going to progress.
That's right.
And we got to understand this as the people of God.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
I don't care what you put together, how many vaccines you get and how many that, but guess what? Once you take that vaccine, you got to keep taking it and keep taking it and keep taking it until it runs its course. That lets you know that the vaccine is not the cure. Jesus is the cure.
All right.
All of the healing comes from the healer. All of it. People of the Lord Jesus Christ, the people of God, believe that. We trust in Him. That's why you're sitting here today. Now, the beautiful thing about this is we're small in number. Amen. Because Jesus says few. Oh, look at the prophetic message. Few.
So find their way in.
Into what? Shelter. From the storm.
Jesus.
Oh, come on, let's go on over to Psalms 91. Let the word speak to us.
Right.
Yeah, that was just a pick you up. Get you ready. Get you ready for the promises of God. Psalms 91 is so beautiful because it falls right in line with Sister Sawyer's song. He shall hide you in His secret place. Oh, isn't it wonderful how He just starts off with a promise? He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. You got to make it personal. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge. Not the hospital. Not the CDC. Not the FDA. Not all of the natural resources, but He is my refuge and my fortress, my God. Ooh. We're going to visit that. In Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. That means the perilous, the dangerous pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night, nor for the arrows that fly by day. Nor for the pestilence that worketh in darkness. You can't see this thing, can you? Worketh in darkness. Nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand. But it shall not come near thee. Those that trust in Jesus, it shall not come near thee. Okay, let's keep on going. Only with thy eyes, which you view and which you are observing. Only with thy eyes shalt thou behold and see the rewards of the wicked. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy inhabitations, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come near thy dwelling. How much proof do you need from Jesus?
All right. He's the word, Elder.
We can just stop right there and pause, close the book, take that in, and go about your business. The God of all creation, when you make him your refuge, when you make him your fortress, when you recognize that he is God, it is he that made us and not we ourselves. We are his people, the sheep of his pasture. Oh, thank you. You got to recall your mind to all of this in the midst of the storm. That's our thought for today.
All right.
Sheltered from the storms.
Oh, tell it like it is.
Let's keep reading a little bit more. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. Wherever you go, whatever direction you take, wherever store you go in, whatever hospital you go in, whatever church you find yourself dwelling when the presence of the Lord there, you got all that covered.
That's right.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
For he shall give his angels charge over
Thank
thee
you, Jesus.
to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against the stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lions and adders, and the young lions and the dragons shall thou trample underfoot. Because he has set his love upon me. This is Jesus talking. Therefore I will deliver him. Because he goes back up to the first verse and said that he is going to make him the Most High in his life, the dwelling place in which he seeks for refuge. I will deliver him.
Yes. Thank you, Jesus.
I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. Oh, you know the name of the Lord. It is a strong tower. Who runs in it? And they are what? Oh, how much proof you need. How much proof you need. That's why it's important for us to come out of darkness and become born again. You got to enter into the place of safety. That's the kingdom of the Most High. Jesus, the salvation of God. It keeps you safe from all of this. It calms your heart. It settles your mind. It puts you at rest at night. You don't have to worry about a thing when the trouble comes. Even though, as Paul said in Corinthians, you're troubled on every side. Everywhere you turn, it's a danger. It's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. I can't touch this, I can't touch that. But know that the Lord is with thee.
That's right.
He is thy shield and buckler. He got you covered.
All right. Tell it like it is.
Thank
Maybe
you,
need a little
Jesus.
more convincing.
All right.
Jesus.
He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble.
Yes.
Trouble all around, right?
Thank you.
I will deliver him and honor him.
Uh-huh.
With long life will I satisfy him, and then I'll show him my salvation.
All right. Ha, 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 ha.
The Lord is delighted in the salvation of my life. Come on, whom shall I? Thank you, D.
All right.
Who should I be afraid of? When the God of all creation has promised me. Come on, our hearts are heavy from different situations in life. The storms of life come upon us, but you have a resting place, and his name is Jesus. It does you no good.
Jesus.
It doesn't really come into play when everything is well. Understand how your faith works. Understand how when the scriptures really stand up. And when you're able to stand flat-footed in the face of danger, as though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you will have no fear because you know the Lord is with you.
Thank you, Jesus.
That's how you got to do it. You got to ride down the street. Seeing the folks with the mask on. Now, I'm not saying you don't take no preventive measures. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying you got to trust in Jesus. Please, please, please do not put your trust in a mask.
All right.
Or some rubber gloves.
That's
Or
right.
sanitation products.
right.
You got to put your trust in Jesus.
right.
He's the only one. I guarantee you, some of the people that came down with this virus practiced all those measures and still got infected.
That's right. That's right.
Jesus.
Just like when the flu first broke out.
That's right.
They had no clue. They scrambled around. The Ebola, they scrambled around. SARS, they scrambled around. All of the outbreaks that the world has experienced, they scrambled around. But when Jesus, the God of all creation, says, as I said at the beginning, peace, be still, the storms will cease. The storms will cease. That's why we don't have to cry and say, Lord, does not care that I perish? You're not going to perish because he promised they will not come nigh unto thee.
All right.
Now, whose word are you going to believe? The hill or God? Whose report are you going to believe? God or the hill? Because this is really when your faith is tested.
That's right.
Oh, it's good to say when everything is well and the roses are blooming and smelling good and the sun is shining and nothing is going on. But when it hits the faith, when it really gets to the point where nothing else can work but Jesus, where are you going to put your trust? I got to be just like the second verse, I will say of the Lord, he is. I ain't looking over here and over there. He is. The world is scrambling for answers.
Yes, they are.
They're running out of hope. It is my job as a preacher of the gospel to point them in the direction of Jesus. He is your only. He is. Maybe I need to look at the camera. He is your only hope
That's right.
in this day and hour.
That's right.
I'm praying that Jesus, not the vaccine, because like I said, the vaccine, once you take it, you still got to go through the process. I'm praying that the Lord will just stop it.
Yes, he will.
Just say, okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough.
Amen.
Just like he did with Ebola. Come on, please, please. Do not give that credit to the scientists.
No.
Jesus stopped the spread. He knows how to stop the spread.
That's right.
He can put up a barrier. He can put up an invisible wall that it will not move, just like gravity. When you go up into the skies, into the heavens, you can only go but so far before you lose oxygen. Jesus keeps it separate. He's the only one that can do this. That's why we got to gotta trust him.
Yes.
Whatever your problems is, whatever the situation is, whatever it is individually, trust Jesus to calm the storm.
Jesus.
All of us are dealing with stuff. All of us are dealing with stuff. Trusting Jesus.
Yes.
You got to go right over here. He is my refuge and my fortress.
Yes.
He is my God.
Yes, he is.
Come on. Let's look at Psalms 23. Let's see what he is.
The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil.
Go ahead.
For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
Just stop right there. They comfort you. Psalms 18, please. I want the word to speak to you.
I will love thee, O Lord,
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
my strength. The Lord is my rock
Is it?
and my
Oh,
fortress
go ahead, David.
and my deliverer.
Uh-huh.
My God.
Oh, wait a minute. He's my God.
Jesus.
It sounds like he's saying the same thing over here in 91. Keep reading, sister.
My strength, in whom I will trust.
Uh-huh.
My buckler and the horn of my salvation.
And what?
And my high tower.
Keep reading.
I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemies.
Stop right there.
Yes.
Are you getting the message?
Yes.
Are you seeing the comfort that God himself has said unto you and I? All we got to do is make him your refuge.
Yes.
Make him your fortress.
Yes.
Most of all, make him your God.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes.
Come on, he is the God of all creation, but you got to have an intimate relationship with him to dwell under his wings.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on, you can't go and get under the eagle's wing unless you belong to him.
That's right.
That's how he keeps you safe.
Yeah.
The mother eagle keeps the eaglets safe from the storms and predators and danger. He keeps them safe, close underneath of him. You got to draw closer to Jesus as you see the storm approaching.
Hallelujah, Jesus.
Closer, Jesus. Draw me closer as the storm is coming. There's a song out there that says there's a storm over the ocean heading this old way. In your soul. You gonna do what? Be carried away. That's why we got to depend on Jesus. He's our only hope, saints. Don't let nobody deter you. I am not a lawbreaker. I believe in dealing with the law, dealing with it accordingly. But there is a separation from church and state. You got to realize who's on the state. Maybe we need to see it. 2 Corinthians, 4th chapter, verse 3.
Amen.
But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not.
Stop right there.
Yes.
He's able. Come on, if I'm a scientist, I do not believe in the power of God. That's too mystical for me because I need to see things tangible.
Yes.
That's why the chief physician up there is talking about we got to go through the progressions in order for this to work. First, I got to see the proven effect of it. Well, how long is that going to take, Professor so-and-so? Do we have that much time?
That's right.
I don't see nobody standing up in that cabinet or in no other resource and standing up on the hill with a flag. We go up there and we protest everything else. But nobody on the hill and letting people know that these are the beginnings of sorrow.
That's right. That's right.
Get your heart right.
Right.
Yes.
Turn to Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
If the wicked would turn from their evil ways. Oh, you got to see the signs of the time. Maybe we need to see it. Can we get to Matthew 24?
All right.
Y'all know I like Matthew 24, don't you?
Word.
Yeah, we like 24.
Yes.
Come on, 24 says to us.
And Jesus went out.
Hold on, says 24 said to us. I want to get to the specific verse.
Yes.
Verse 7, please.
Yes.
For nation shall rise against nation,
We already see that.
and kingdom against kingdom.
We see that too.
And there shall be famine,
Uh-oh.
and pestilence,
Uh-oh.
and earthquakes,
Uh-oh.
in divers places.
It's all happening all around the world. Diverse places mean many places.
Right. That's right. Jesus.
Oh,
It's going to happen. The pestilence. Huh? Pandemic.
Yes. Yes. Amen.
The world has been facing these things for a long time. But the church
no,
is standing up in this dark hour as a witness. Letting people know what is at hand.
Amen.
Jesus.
The day of the Lord is slowly approaching. Because you got to remember, these are the beginnings of sorrows. Don't let nobody tell you that the end has come. It has not happened yet. Jesus is still on the throne.
all right.
He is still in his priestly office, receiving souls that want to come to him, to want to come out of the darkness into his marvelous light, the place of safety, just like it was in Noah's day. Oh my Lord. So shall it be before the Son of Man turns and comes back here. It's going to be the same way. People are going to be going about doing this and doing that, but these are the signs of the time that men might find repentance.
All right.
You've got to repent to come into the ark of safety.
Jesus.
Come on, you just can't walk up and say, he is my shelter, he is my refuge, he is my God. Jesus is going to say, if you have not my spirit, you belong not to me. Y'all know the verse. Romans said it. Maybe I need to quote it right. If any man have not the spirit of Christ, he is none of his.
That's right.
All right.
Simple. You got to be born of God. That which is born of the flesh is flesh. But that which is born of the spirit is spirit. Mama, now don't even try to debate about it in your mind. Don't make it confusing to yourself. It is what it is. You got to be born of the water and of the spirit to enter. Can't even see it. Can't even see it. And I ain't seen nobody enter into something that they cannot see.
That's right.
Jesus.
You got to be able to see it.
No.
And faith allows you to see it.
That's right.
Faith allows you to see all of this.
Yes.
Got to believe. Devil don't want you to believe this. He wants you to depend on all the other stuff.
That's right.
Oh yeah, you don't worry about it. It's gonna get all right. Just stay sheltered in place. Yeah, just go ahead. Just go ahead. But y'all got to see the trick behind it. The trick is, it's really an attack on the public so that you will not come into places like this.
That's right.
That's the real trick. I told you, he is a master of disguise. He is dictating the thoughts in the counsel of those that are on the hill. You read the scripture. The God of this world has blinded the minds unless they believe not. And they don't believe. They say it, but the proof is in doing it. Come on. I don't see them going over there. We need to turn to the Lord. Yeah, we're going to let the scientists do what they need to do, but we need to really turn to the Lord. Really. I'm telling y'all now.
That's right.
Everybody start to pray and pray.
Jesus.
No, nobody standing up there on the hill. Pray. No, we're going to wait till you stay in place, you stay sheltered. It's just like the flu is no different. Just think about it. You can't come in contact with people you don't catch it. They tell you to wash your hands often when flu season comes. Do you know tens of thousands of people die every year because of the flu?
Yup.
They don't tell you that though.
Nope.
Because they have a what? A vaccine.
Right.
And they want you to depend on it because it's pharmaceutical and you're going to spend that money.
Yeah.
So you come to depend on it. All medication has been prescribed. You come to depend on it. But medicine only do what? It only deals with your symptoms. Because I always said, I shared it with Mother, if it was going to be the healing process or if it was the cure, all I would have to do is take it once. That's it. But once God lays his hand on you,
Yes.
oh, come on, all diseases stop. That's it. Come on, the woman. Do I need to go there? The woman.
Yeah. Thank you.
It dried up.
That's right.
Blind Bartimaeus. How many more? The brother with the palsy. Many examples of the true healer. Of the true healer.
Thank you, Jesus.
And his same power is effective today.
That's right.
If we will turn to him. Come on, what is it? What Second Chronicles, please? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's look at Second.
If my people,
Yeah.
which are called
See the sister right there with me. Go ahead.
by my name, shall humble
That's
themselves
all you got to do.
and pray and seek my face
Seek Jesus.
and turn from their wicked ways,
Yes.
then will I hear from heaven
Oh.
and will forgive their sin.
Do you know at that time, heaven will be cheering you on. Oh Lord, look at them. They're seeking you. They're humbling themselves. They're repenting. Please, Lord, release the power that they need. You got to have an imagination like that. You got to see the angels are rejoicing when one turns. So imagine if the world turns to God, how much healing will take place.
Oh, hallelujah.
In one soul. And the angels rejoice over one. Imagine if thousands of people at one time start to humble themselves. Seek the Lord's face. Repent. Heaven will be lit up. You probably will see a bright light in the sky right now. In the middle of the day. Like fire. Because the heavens will be rejoicing. And guess what's going to happen? The cure will be released. That's why it's important for us to lift up that name. I'll come in here and show Jesus we love him. You are my fortress, Lord. You're my God, the creator of everything that I can see and imagine. I love you, Lord Jesus. I depend on you. I'm going to show you that I trust you. Because I'm going to leave all things in your hands. Because you told me the angels are encamped around me.
Thank you, Jesus.
Now, if they encamped around me to keep me safe.
Hallelujah, Jesus.
No security of this world.
Jesus.
No evil force. No pestilence. No pestilence
Oh, hallelujah, Jesus.
will come nigh. Will come nigh unto us.
Yes.
We trust in Jesus. We believe every word that he has said and spoken. Why? We see the evidence.
Yeah.
Can we get Isaiah? Get over to Isaiah, please, and share with us Isaiah 43, 10 through 13.
Ye are my witnesses,
Who's the witness?
said the Lord, and my servant whom I have chosen, that ye may know and believe me, and understand that I am he. Before me there was no God formed, neither shall there be after me.
Let's pause right there for a minute. Let's take all that in real slowly. Let's digest it. He says you're his witness because he has chosen you to be so. And because you believed. See, it all works under your faith. Because you believe and understand that he is God.
Yes.
That's how you can stand flat-footed and say, he is my God.
Yes.
I won't trust in no other. I'll take his counsel. I don't take the counsel of the ungodly. I'll take his counsel because it's been proven. You have seen his mighty hand.
Yes, Jesus.
Keep reading, sister.
Even I am the Lord, and beside me there is no Savior.
And the world needs a Savior right about now.
Amen.
They need a Savior right about now.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, we need a Savior right about now. Go ahead, sister.
I have declared and have saved, and I have showed.
Oh, wait a minute. I've saved with an ED. That means I've done something in the past that you are able to see. I've shown ED what you have seen in the past already. Have you not seen? Have thou not heard that the mighty God, the everlasting Father, has the power? Do you not believe? Keep going.
When there was no strange God among you.
When you could not find any other help. When all else failed.
Jesus.
Nothing else worked. And guess what? Ain't nothing working right now, is it? Ain't nothing working right now. So how much is the stay at home working? And they say, oh, because people ain't staying. But you got the grocery store open. You got the Home Depot open. What is the Home Depot open for? You know why? Let me tell you how that. Let me tell you. It's money. It's money. It's money. Now the stocks and whatever, Wall Street's still working. Still doing it. Now all of the stuff is falling down because of all of the other retail. That's why your Dow Jones is falling down and all that kind of stuff is falling down. You know, but you got to understand, it's really designed. Money is going to stay. Construction is still being built around the area where we live at. They're building like nobody's business. Out there working, building like nobody's business. Now I understand you trying to stop something, but you're doing things because you have no clue on how to stop it. You have no clue. Keep reading.
Therefore, ye are my witnesses, said the Lord, that I am God.
Now you witness that I am God because you've seen what I've done. I've shown you before. I've saved in the past. I've stopped Ebola. I stopped smallpox. I stopped all of it. Cyrus, all of it. I stopped it all. You've seen it. You're my witnesses. You live here in this world. You see it.
Yeah.
It is I, not no other gods. It is I. It's not the scientists. Go ahead.
Yea, before the day was I am he, and there is none that can deliver out of my hand. I will work, and who shall let it?
Now this can be individually, or this can be globally at this time. The Lord said, I will work. Are you going to let me?
Jesus.
How do we let the Lord work? We believe. That's how the power is released in all of our lives. Through faith. The world's faith is being attacked. The church faith is being attacked. I said this a while back before all this stuff jumped off. You see the fullness of it. You see what's going on. We are in the last days. This is time to run into the house of refuge, the shelter that the Lord has given to mankind. Yeah, the churches individually, I know that. We carry Jesus around and go to our respective places, yes. But there is a tabernacle in which Jesus wants his people to assemble themselves. Because there is a power that is going to be released upon the people of God. There is a knowledge, there is an account us to
Yes.
deal with that.
Amen.
Help us to deal with that.
Yes.
Jesus.
Jesus, thank you.
Help us to deal with it. Help us to deal with it. You know, it's good that we pray at home. We do that all the time. But like I said, faith from time to time will always be tested.
Yes.
Belief.
Jesus.
Jesus is looking to his children and want us to stand up. Stand up. Not to be ignorant, not to be boastful, not to be arrogant,
Thank you. Thank you.
not to be careless,
Right. Yes.
but to really stand on faith.
Right.
I believe God.
Yes.
Thank you, Jesus.
I believe God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
That's my new order of thinking. That's my counsel. I'm no longer listening to the counsel of this world because it has become so corrupt. Come on, one report says this. Next report says this. They're flip-flopping, flipping, and flip-flopping all up and down.
Yes.
Somebody said that back in January they knew about this stuff, but took away the thing that was supposed to keep us safe. Something that Obama had put in place during Ebola. They dismantled it. And now all of it is coming out because they could have quarantined it right in that area because that's what that task force was all about, to keep everybody else safe. They learned something from Ebola. That if you don't put these things, or as they say, on the wall, put these people on the wall to monitor activity of diseases, outbreaks, spreads, epidemics, all of these kind of things. Because they dismantled it.
Good.
And now our president stands up there. Oh, I didn't have no clue about that. But here it is, the woman that was in charge of it. She said, yeah, they took it down soon he got in office.
Yep.
That was designed to keep us safe. We have not learned anything because of arrogance. We keep repeating the same thing. Now I want to move you over to the Bible, talking about prophetic message. Each person that sits in that seat of leadership is going to follow the order of the prophetic message that Jesus has given.
That's right.
They're going to make a decision that's going to turn the course of time in that direction. This is one of them.
All right.
This is one of them. Because this could have been contained.
That's right.
Now I'm going to give you a statistic. 81,000 plus people from where it first started in China. The breakup. That number has not increased. But the recovery of it is almost to the point where the same amount. I think it's about 1,000 or some odd difference. Then the recovery of it. But you're not hearing much about that. You're not hearing much about that. But that's the thing. They have figured it out. How to contain it. And it's not that they are locked down and shut down. Come on. Just stop it. Because people are still walking the streets. People are still going over here and going over there. They're still able to go to the grocery store. They're still able to touch the items on the shelf. One thing I notice about this whole thing is, I see them stocking the shelves. I don't see nobody cleaning it. And everybody touching whatever. Trying to get this, trying to get that. See, I'm saying all this to say, Jesus is the only one that keeps us safe.
That's right.
I'm sorry, he's the only one that can keep us safe.
That's right.
Best practices are good. They're good to follow. But you've got to depend on Jesus. You got to know where your help is. You got to know the source of your help in deliverance. You got to know this. That's why I thank the Lord for his word. His word says, I will work. Who's going to let me? Who's going to let me prove myself to you? Who's going to trust me enough?
Jesus.
Down you walking through the valley of the shadow of death. Can you still whistle Dixie? All is well.
Yes.
Where am I? Hey, get back, get back.
Jesus.
Get back, get back, get back. Don't touch, don't touch, don't touch.
Jesus.
That's where we are. But you gotta trust Jesus.
Yeah.
Put your cup. Jesus is your mask.
Yes.
Right.
He's your gloves.
Right.
He's your surgical outfit. He's your cover.
Yes, he is. Thank
He's
you.
your cover. But you got to believe it.
That's right. That's right.
That's
right. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes.
I go out the door, go to the store, mother said, need some greens, need some cabbage, need some dust, need some that. I go right on in there.
That's right. That's right.
Getting stuff,
That's
go to the line, get in the car, get my hand sanitizer,
right.
get in the car, start up, going back home. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus. That's right.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
That's right.
Or else you have become a captive.
That's right.
Can I bring it home now, Lord Jesus? Yes. We can become captive to this set.
Yes.
That's where the enemy comes in.
Jesus.
That's where he comes in. Now many people around, they're screaming. Everybody stay home. I'm going to come to church from the stream, give it to you. I ain't never experienced the worship of God over a stream like I do in the presence.
Right.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Never.
Yes.
I never was home shouting off a stream.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. I never felt the worship and fellowship of the saints on the stream. Never.
Jesus.
I hear the word, yeah, the word is good. The counsel is good. It is good. But guess what? It's got to be proven.
Yes.
This how you prove that you believe that he is God.
Yes, that's right.
It's easy for me to say I'm sitting in the shelter at the comfort of my home shelter. Yeah, he my God. I trust Jesus. You going to the store? No. I ain't going out there.
Jesus.
In the name of Jesus.
You went to work, and the man that's sitting next to you in the cubicle got the flu. You went because you know that there is a cure or whatever. What I'm trying to say, a vaccine. You went because you know there's a vaccine out there. Because we don't know there's a vaccine, the world is in panic, waiting for man to give them a vaccine instead of turning their attention to Jesus.
Right.
I gotta say that real strong. Turn your attention to Jesus.
Amen.
He is your vaccine.
All right.
Thank you, Jesus.
Can I read it again?
Amen.
Come on. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come near thy dwelling.
Right.
Come on, 1,000 shall fall at this stuff.
That's right.
Huh? Thousands are falling at this stuff.
Yeah, that's
But it shall not come nigh unto thee.
Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
All right.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
Why? Because I said he is my Lord. He is my refuge. He is my fortress. That means nobody can come in unless he let them in. No danger, no dirt pestilence can come in.
Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah.
You don't even realize that the angels are sitting around you, right? You have an angel assigned to you, standing there as a guard. It didn't say he was just in front of you. They said he's encamped. Covering you.
Yeah, that's right.
Not only covering you, but counseling to you. Telling you, be not dismayed. God is with you.
Thank you, Jesus.
Hallelujah, Jesus. Thank you,
Jesus.
We got to see it. Even though the arrows are flying by day, come on, they're being tossed at you. I told you, you got to stay above all. all, take the shield. Take the shield of faith.
All right.
Oh, come on, saints, please. Exercise your faith.
All right.
Hallelujah.
So that your loved ones can see. So that the world can see.
That's right.
We're still having church. We're worshiping Jesus because he made us a promise. If I would turn to him as a fortress, as my God, as my light, as my salvation, he said he'll deliver me. And not only deliver, but keep me safe.
Jesus.
Keep me safe. Keep me
Hallelujah.
safe.
Thank you, Jesus.
From the deadly,
Yes, Lord Jesus.
from the noisome pestilence. It's just not a regular pestilence. It's very dangerous.
Jesus.
It's very perilous. Come on, these are perilous times. Oh, yeah. This is dark hour. Come on, the only light that you have is coming from heaven.
Jesus.
It's the only light you got. That's why you got to trust Jesus. You got to give your life wholly over. Not holy, Holy Ghost filled. I'm talking about holy with a W. You got to give it wholly over.
Yes, complete.
To Jesus.
Yeah.
Completely, thank you, Mother. Completely over to him. Trust, no wavering at all in your faith. In order for this to work, you can't waver.
Jesus. Oh, tell it like it is.
You can't waver. If you say he is your secret place, he is your hiding place. Come on, he got you under his wing. You got to believe it wholeheartedly. I know for sure that I'm safe. Salvation implies that. I know I'm being preserved. Because salvation implies that. I know who is the healer. Because salvation implies that. Because the 16th verse says, I will show him my salvation. I'm waiting on the Lord to release his power. Put the angel on the edge of the earth and said, stop.
Jesus.
Just stop it right there. Just stop it. I use China for a reason. Pay attention. Because that's where it began, right? You understand there's no more outbreaks. There's no more outbreaks. And the people are trying to convince people, which is fine, to stay indoors. Stay without contact. No, you should not be embracing and all that old kissy, love right now. No. Leave that alone right now. But you still should be able to do this. Because they don't see this as necessity. They don't see this as importance. This is just whatever, because so much hypocrisy has happened over a period of time. And they don't believe in the power of God no more. Then we got to believe in the chemists, in the scientists, in the biologists. We got to believe in all of that stuff. So sit back in your homes and wait for us to discover the vaccine.
Jesus.
Stay there and wait until the vaccine comes. Well, Mr. President, well, Mr. Scientist, Mr. Chemist, when is that going to happen? Well, estimate about a year. And we are 300,000+ now. 28,000 in the United States. But it's so ironic to me, though. They say all these numbers, but they never say the ones that recovered.
Right.
They never mention that. You got to pay attention to both sides.
Right.
And if there's no vaccine, how are they?
Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Think about it.
Right.
Just think about it.
Right. Thank you, Jesus.
The prayers of the righteous avail much.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank
The prayers of the righteous. We are asking the chief physician.
you. Yeah.
Can I mention his name? No, I don't even want to mention the guy's name. The doctor that you don't see in all the time with the president's cap. He's good. He's a professor.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
But guess what? I know the chief physician.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord Jesus, I know the chief physician. And when he just walks by you and look at you, it's over.
Jesus.
If he sets his eyes on you, healing takes place.
That's right.
He ain't got to touch you physically. All he got to do is look at you.
That's right.
Jesus.
Oh, I believe Jesus just like that. His power is unlimited. He just look at Elder Sanders. He just look at mother and brother and sister and deacon and so and so. He just look at you. Why? Because you have set your love. You have set your love upon him. I will show him my salvation. I will deliver him. I will keep him in the eyes of the evil. I will show him.
Oh, Lord, I thank you, Jesus.
He'll keep you through all of this.
Yes, he will.
He'll rest your heart. He'll settle everything. He'll settle everything. Sheltered from the storm.
Yes, Jesus.
Jesus.
You're sheltered from the storm.
Yeah, that's right.
Exercise precaution. Be wise,
Amen.
but do not fear. Go with Jesus. Walk with the Lord. Knowing all of this that we went over today
Yes.
is at your leisure.
Jesus.
Perhaps there's one
Yes.
that don't know Jesus